for Takayama's teammate to reel it in, so we're going to see. I think this will be Ong who will start the play. Catch by Fu. Fu up, almost a travel, but able to keep that pivot. And looks like stoppage on play. So just got word that the stream is back. So welcome back to all the viewers. If you're just joining in right now, we were recording this match, but thankfully we got the stream back online. If you're just joining in, Japan with a 1-point lead. A violation is called. So Fu will start play. Gives it back to Ong. Ong. Back to 32. Oh, and Fu again. Keeping play alive with those layouts. And just Fu here. Quick movement. Another travel is called. She's being called a lot with her movement. It looks like, from the Japan's point of view, she's dragging her pivot feet. That's pivot foot rather. That's causing that travel call. And Fu again. Oh, just continue moving from her. She's just grinding it out, pulling the Singapore team's offense into her hip. Japan able to slow it down momentarily. Number 31, Nang, or Yi Li rather. Gives it to Ong. Ong to Lee again. Diving catch. Presence of mind to keep that play alive. Forehand at the edge of the end zone. Oh, Stockholm's rising. Able to get that dump. Fu with the disc again. Fu is looking. Backhand pass. At the edge. Fu will bring it back in. Just the amount of tank for Fu as far as her fuel is concerned. Looks like it's in full tank as she grinded it out all throughout that point. Just handler movements, finding a way to get that score and even up this game. So it's going to be a showdown between Singapore's Fo and Japan's Momoa Uchike. Those are the two players that have been carrying their team's offense. And see, someone's going to... it's going to be interesting to see who's going to mark Momoa here. Quick pass, 25, Kimura, all to Momora. Back to Oishi. Momora again swings it back to number 25. Momora again with the disc. And it looks like a lot of space in the middle, but Japan just unable to punch it in to open up the field. But just like I said, number 7, pass to number 12. 25, no good. A leaping bid is incomplete. Singapore, their chance to get the lead here. Looks like a substitution is being made, an injury substitution. So not sure what that was. It looks like That was number 22, Manny. Gavi Manny going out. Hopefully nothing too serious. So Ong comes back in play. Number 9, Lim in the middle. Looking for her teammate. And that's 16, Ong. Oh, great pass to thread it to the sideline. Looking, 72 of Singapore gets back, but Momoa with a good mark, flat mark there to stop that offense. 16 Ong's got the discs, looking downfield. Opts to dump it to Lim. Lim to Chua. Oh, and just sails out of her hands. Oh, 7 Kobashi got the disc. Momoa. Look here. Oh, great grab by Kobashi. And Kobashi to number 52. No good. And we're seeing the athletic plays from Japan. Trying to make the plays. This is going to be the final game in the showcase, on this showcase field. And we're going to see who's going to be at the top of the rankings after these two teams battle it out. Singapore sideline saying, take your time. Oh, great pass. Chua to Fo. Oh, just speedy movement from Fo here. It looks like another call is going to be made. But Fo just really streaking forward. And Japan with no answer so far from Fo. Looks like Fo is explaining her point of view, and again, but in my point of view, I can't see if there was any travel to begin with. As Fo's mentioned, an offensive player has the right at least 2 steps. When an offensive player catches it, she has at least 2 steps to make for her to decelerate and still be able to make a pass. Anything above that will be called a travel, so something that's gonna be cause of concern, I guess. But here again, 25. Oh, there are people tumbling down the sand. Looks like contact between Fo and Kobashi. So Kobashi will then mark Fo here. A while ago it was Momohoa. Oh, pass. Oh, and looks like great defense from Oishi to bother 25 Chua. Japan, Momoa has got the disc, looking downfield. Oh, it looks like a call is made. Foul is being called. Momoa is being marked by Chua. We've seen several players take a shot at Momoa as far as marking is concerned. And Momoa flicks it downfield to Kobashi. Bang! Is good! Kobashi again reels it in for Japan with their 4th point. And it's been barbecue chicken between Momoa and Kobashi. They've been the 2 players with the excellent chemistry, as they just know where to put the disc and where to be able to grab it to get the score. And if I'm Singapore, I have to figure out a way how to slow that down if they want to come out of top. History to say, no zone defense yet shown from both teams. Pull pulls made. Oishi makes the pull for Japan. So Singapore quickly off with a 1-2 punch here. 5. And that's Tan. Dumps it to number 23, Lock. Gives it to Chua. To Tan again. Seeing those two players in a quick point. And that's good to see for Singapore to answer back against Japan. Yes, I would say, I guess that's how Singapore's way of answering back. If I'm Singapore, if you think Japan's got speed, we also have our own as well. So tightly contested match so far. We have a total of 116 viewers on the stream. We again extremely appreciate the viewers staying in and locking in into this tournament as we get back to the game. Momoha looking, swings it to Kimura. Momoha's got the disc in, looking downfield. Oh, Kobashi all alone. Kobashi here at the other side of the disc, gives it back to 25, all the way to Momoha. Momoha flicks it to the break side, and it's caught again by none other by Kobashi. Just amazing how these two players are leaving a great mark on this game. And it looked like Singapore was trying to stop that hawk play, and that's the reason why Kobashi was all alone here on the other side of the field. So again, it's going to be interesting to see the adjustments. And it looks like Singapore will start on D. That was a very crucial point from Japan. It looks like a timeout's being called by Japan, so enough time for them to strategize and see how they can turn around this game. But again, it's just a 1-point lead by Japan, Darumasan. As the day winds down, just checking on the standings for at least the women's division. And the only undefeated team now is just the Beanie Beanies. We're now 2-0. And this team, Singapore women's team, with 2-0 as well. And then finally, Japan Darumasan with 2 wins. So this will determine who's going to finish out at least second place of the women's division early on. It looks like a spirit timeout rather is being called. It's going to be, it looks like they're going to discuss about those calls. I think Fo is in the middle of that call where she's getting an explanation, clarification why her throws or why her throws are being called travel. And from what I gather from the motion is she's explaining that she's still able to keep that pivot foot, but Japan trying to say otherwise, looking at saying she's dragging her feet. And from the game advisor's explanation, they're talking about the time of deceleration to acceleration. And from my understanding, you are able to make the pass after the second step As part of the deceleration of catching the disc, you can now quickly pass that once you're able. Still trying to discuss about it because it's still an early game, so they want to get the clarification as early as now, at least that they can clear that out and avoid any confusion of when a travel can be or cannot be called. So I think that's a good time to call that, be able to clear those conversations and have a clear understanding and a spirited conversation at that, as both players acknowledge what has been discussed, and they will surely integrate that into a discussion with their teams. And I think that's a beautiful thing about Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate is that you have an opportunity, as this is a self-officiating game with game advisors. I have the opportunity to, calmly discuss what needs to be discussed as far as calls about how the game is being called, how the game is being played, and be able to clear it out and just be able to move forward with a resolution, how we can improve the game, or the points rather, throughout the game. And Japan will start, I guess, the second half. Momoa is looking. Passes to Kimura. Oh, great pass there. Momoa with the pass. Kobashi near the end zone. And dumps it back to her teammate. That's 69, Uishi. Looking, swings it to the other side. Or actually a score now for Kimura. And Japan Darumasan with a 2-point lead now. We'll see how Singapore Open will respond to that offense. Singapore will call break. Yep, they will call break. So Fo will start the disc in the middle, or the break mark rather. And she will start hand her duties to be joined with Ong. Fo to Lee. Lee will bring it back to Fo. A bid there for Momoa, but Fo able to reel it in, keep that play alive. Fo again. Another travel called. I'm not sure how that's going to affect Fo's mental game so far, if that's going to be called throughout the game, but looks like Fo will be strong. Fo opts to get it back again. Fo has been leading the offense here. Quick inside pass. Ong back to Fo. Fo almost a bid there by 52 a mano, but Singapore able to reel it in. Fo again with the disc. Gets it back. Oh, leaping catch is good. Extension made. Oh, and looks like number 6 is slow to get up, but 31 rather. Lee looking. Oh, great zigzag move, but shut down by Mao, but had to pass it because the stall count was rising. Great defense from Momoa to shut down Fu. Recognize that Fu is going too low, and Momoa looking, fakes that backhand pass. Backhand hook rather. I was expecting her to fire that hawk, but reels it in. Momoa to her favorite teammate Kobashi and gets it back. Momoa looking downfield. Kobashi looking. It opts to go back in. Will get the disc back and gives it back to Momoa. Momoa to Iwasaki. To Momoa. Momoa looking downfield. He sees Kobashi, but is being shut down by the Singapore player. Gives it to Iwasaki. Oh, Fo and Momoa, and this is an exciting matchup. Oh, and just a pass too high for Kobashi to reel it in. Now, Fo will start the handler duties, and a timeout is being called. I think it's the right one, given how tiring that point it was. Again, for Singapore, mental toughness. Despite those travel calls, you know, it can be frustrating for having your place being called travel. But so far, that hasn't affected her. She continues to push Singapore women's team's offense and lead it. But just looking at the stats for the Singapore women's team, they're well balanced as far as playmakers and scorers throughout. You know, number 5, Ann Kui Shirley Tan has 4 points, has 2 goals. We have Ragavi Mani with 3 goals. Vivian Lee with 3 goals as well, and Clara Chow with 4. And then you have number 16, CC Ong. And again, the Seaman Megan Fo show with 3 assists, leading a charge for Singapore women's team. Fo looking, upline cut is denied. Number 87 gets back. Cho fakes that again. It's looking, gives it to Fo. Great break side pass. Oh, almost a pass denied. Oh, but great zigzag move from 87. Great north to south movement. And 31 with Fo. Fo looking, wants to punch it in, but Japan able to holster their Singapore's offense. 87. Oh, Stockhold is rising, but able to get that back. Fo. 87. Chow is looking. Oh, looks like foul's being called. It looks like it's 31. Lee. 31. Lee. Oh, leaping catch by Ong. Is looking. Oh, cheeky pass to the middle. It is alive. Oh, kept the disc alive by Vivian Lee, giving Singapore Women's their 5th point. Great presence of mind. Great presence of mind from Vivian Lee. Let's see if they can get another stop to tie this game. Exciting match so far. This is Alicia Catherine Chua who will start pull. Kobashi and Momoha still in this point. I am amazed about their conditioning and their stamina. Again, Kobashi looking, just seeing if he needs to go deep, but no. Oh, it looks like Kimura is looking. Great mark there to deny Momoha, but Uishi able to get that disc. Here on the sideline, Momoha. Oh, great patience to read the disc, and he flicks it to the end zone. Bang is good, but contact was made. I believe Kobashi had the disc on her hands. And then Won Fi Liu made contact, so there's going to be discussion about this, but I think Kobashi was in the process of already pulling it down before Won Fei Liu made a bid and unfortunately made contact against Kobashi that forced her to fumble that disc. So it's going to be interesting to see. And they're still discussing it between each other and haven't talked to the game advisor to get their observation. And a signal. Looks like a contested call, hand signal, a contested hand signal is being made by Kobashi. But I think Kobashi, again, had the play, was already read in before Liu bumped Kobashi. So from the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be a contested goal. So they bring the best back. Going to go back to Momoha. Momoha is being marked by Anki Shirley Tan. Momoha is looking. And from the looks of it, she's signaling Kobashi to go to the break side already. And just like that, oh, fake. Almost Kobashi goes back in. And Momoa brings it to the other side of the field with Uishi. Oh, great mark there. Oh, leaping catch by 25. Kimura with the score. I was just looking at Momoha and Kobashi's communication through their eyes. Momoha was indeed asking Kobashi go to the break side, but great marking by Singapore's Anki Shirley Tan to force Momoha otherwise. 2-point game, still anyone's ball game here. Singapore quickly moves the disc to the middle of the field. And that's good. Oh, great backhand, and she just knows when to make the long cut and be able to decelerate and get back in. It's just when I say, oh, stall count is rising. She forces that pass. A great grab by number 16, Sisiong. The stall count was rising, so it was Singapore player was forced to make that pass. And Sisiong obliges with a catch. That gives Singapore women's 6th point in this game. Third whistle has been made, giving a signal that they need to pull. And here, the disc rolls out of the sideline, forces Momoha to start the disc on that sideline. Back to Kobashi. Kobashi gives it back to Momoha. To Oishi. Oishi gives it back to Momoha. Momoha and Kobashi going deep. Momoha thinking about it, but opts to give it back, and Kobashi gets back in. Great movement from her. Not just settling from the long games, but going inside to give Momoha the chance. And they're here, they're in the end zone. And pick is called. Uishi grabs the disc, but the pick was called. It's going back to Momoa here. Looks like it's a forced backhand. Forced towards the ocean. And this is Clara Chow marking Momoha. Another player is being thrown at Momoha, but Momoha has been handling it so far so good. Oh, miscom there from Kobashi and Momoa. Momoa thinking that Kobashi was gonna go back in after making that lateral cut toward outside. So a chance for Singapore to tie this game. Singapore, oh, also a miscom here. Will she be able to keep the disc alive? And not, so Momoa quickly picks it up. Momoa looking unmarked right now. Cheeky pass, Kobashi gets it to go. And again, between those two players, it's just barbecue chicken. And when I say barbecue chicken, it means it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just both of these players, Momoa and Kobashi from Japan, just finds a way to score for Japan. We have a strong 206. Oh, it looks like the game has finished and Japan will win this game. And that being said, Japan Darumasan maintains that perfect score, a perfect record. And they will finish at least the second seed within the women's division in an exciting match between these two teams. I'm sure they're going to see each other in the playoffs. An exciting match, and that was just led by Momoha Ochike and Chiharu Kobashi of Japan, just really reading it in for Japan. And on the flip side, Singapore, again, it's a well-rounded team, but standout player for me is just Seaman Megan Fu of Singapore. Just quick 1-2 plays and handle movements, leading Singapore women's charge, but definitely will be looking out for her plays throughout the tournament. So again, this rounds out day 1 of this tournament and this Field 4 Showcase Field. My name is Jonathan. Thank you so much for joining in. We hope you've enjoyed the high-level Beach Ultimate, and we'll be back here tomorrow live from Shirahama Beach. My name is Jonathan, and thank you so much.